UWise.com. At UWise.com and UWise Radio, we are one big family spanning the entire universe. UWise.com. UWise.com.
You are listening to Random Replays on UWise Radio Network. Rewind, replay, repeat at random. Remember, it is best to listen to the live program so that you can participate by interacting with the host and guests. Rewind, replay, repeat.
Hey yo DJ,
fire baby,
bring that record back.
UWise.com. UWise.com.
This track is brought to you by UWise.com.
UWise.com.
I not on the other one again, no?
Huh?
I not on the one you have to open the mic again.
Oh, okay.
A pleasant good evening to you, caller. Thank you for calling UWise Radio. Can you tell the listening public who you are and your purpose for calling?
Yes, my name is Mr. Jeffery Cuffy. I'm actually the owner and CEO of Rosso Beverage Company.
Rosso. Rosso is in Dominica, you know. That's the capital.
Capital, exactly. That's where I'm from.
I see. But you don't live here currently, do you?
No, I currently reside in the United States.
Okay. But I'm proud to know that you still carry the name Rosso, the place from where you're from. So imagine me going to do something and I say Mon Prosper. And people saying, Mon Prosper, is there a Mon Prosper in Canada or in New York or London or England or the United States? You know, is there a Mon Prosper? I'm like, no, that's where I'm from. And my business name is after where I'm from. Very good. I really love that gesture.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, you know, you could take the man out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the man, right?
That's right. That's true patriotism right there.
Absolutely. Yes. So, as you know, we have the protocol T2O Trap Water.
Yes, and you're a sponsor of this show, aren't you? Trap Water is a sponsor of UWise Radio programs.
That is correct.
Well, pleasure to meet you, sir.
Yes, pleasure to meet you as well.
Thank you.
You know, and big up yourself on your debut and you coming out on UWise. Big up, you know, Mackenzie, people like Rod have been holding it down. You know, I love the movement. I love what's going on. You know, so I just wanted to make sure I do my part to support, you know, the movements and the radio station on the whole.
Thank you so much. I think you're doing, you know, making an invaluable contribution. That's one that cannot be measured. And I got to know Mackenzie through Ra, and I'm happy to know you now through Mackenzie and Ra again. Good people. Ra always says to me, all we need is a few good men and women, and we take it from there.
I know the funniest thing is I actually knew you from before.
Really?
I just don't know who you're talking to.
No, I'm not sure who I'm talking to, but you know me from before. Okay.
I know you from Mount Prosper. I used to be Mount Prosper when I was younger.
Okay.
So I know you from maybe our school days. I just saw your picture on your profile. I was like, oh wow, I remember you.
Yes, I haven't changed. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really proud of you and you know what you've become and what you're doing.
Thank you, and I can say likewise that I am proud of you for your contribution to Dominica.
Absolutely. There's a lot more to be done. I know it starts with, small movements, but, it's the small drops that hold the bucket, right?
That's right. I always say little streams make the big river.
That's right. That is exactly correct. So, we started with the little stream, but we're hoping that as things continue to grow, you guys continue to grow, the audience continue to grow. The aim is to be able to bring the water company to Dominica, where we could manufacture our own product and get it inside of the United States market, almost like how Fiji would do.
Okay, that sounds like a big plan. That's international movements, and that's what UWise Radio is about. Thank you.
Exactly, and that's why we on board with UWise, because we want to take it to the world.
That's right. Dominica to the world.
Yes. So I appreciate you guys. Is there anything particular you guys would like to know? Any questions?
Well, is it only water that you bottle? Can you call trap water or something like that? It's called.
Yes, it's trap water. Trap means to rehydrate and prosper. TRAP.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Rehydrate.
Yes, and our
Okay.
mission is to hydrate the culture. So everybody have a culture, and we just want to hydrate it. We want to provide the most natural spring water. Where we come from, Dominica. We
Sus
grew up
water.
drinking water. Yes, absolutely.
Well, that's what I drink. I go to the Sus every month with my bottles. I fill my big bottles, and then I have smaller bottles. I transfer the water into the smaller bottles, put them in the fridge, and every day I just take a bottle. I got my big bottles, and I have the small ones for my little people, and I have the big ones going to work with. Every day I always have my water.
Absolutely.
My Sus water, spring water.
Yes, that is exactly what inspired the whole Trap Water Rosa Beverage Company movement, because growing up Dominica, drinking real Sus water straight from the earth, and then we come to the US and we can only find purified water. I could taste the difference, and it wasn't doing it for me because of what I was used to. So I actually had to go find me a water that was comparable to the water I knew growing up in Dominica. And when I found that source, I just couldn't keep it to myself, because I'm like, there's so much people out here that don't know what good water is because they've never drank it before.
I can well imagine. I know this Taiwanese lady I used to work with a few years ago, and whenever she would travel, she longed to come back to Dominica for that water.
For the water.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and remember, that's the water that made the juice too. So she longed to come back to Dominica for it.
Yes, it's the refreshing taste and the rejuvenation that you get when you actually drink the product. Drinking water is what we actually should seek. And the other thing about it is the natural minerals that occurs in the water because of its natural element. That's what really gives the body all the minerals and the nutrients it needs to be able to, function and keep the kidneys clean, the liver. So it's so much more to drinking good water. It's not just drinking water, but drinking the right water is what makes a difference.
I agree. And I want to commend Dominica for having a high level of, quality drinking water, because there was a certain measurement put in place globally for what good drinking water is, and Dominica has surpassed that level that was put in place. I remember a few years ago doing a program where we had to get children to appreciate our water more, conserve and preserve it, and we made many trips to Dowasco's catchment areas for water, and also to the office, and how they treated the water for us before it came into our taps. And these are one of the points that was brought out, that our quality drinking water is way above the measurement that was put out in the world. And Dominica has to commend itself, for remaining the nature isle in many respects, and that's one of those respects, our healthy water.
To be honest, that is exactly what inspired the whole idea, because the idea really started from, what if we could get Dominica water on the international market? Like, people would be blown away by how crisp and how clean it is. But me as a Dominican know the challenges to be able to start any company in Dominica, unfortunately. So because I knew the challenges, I knew we could not have started from Dominica. It would have cost too much money. It would not have been economical. So instead, what I did was I decided to find me a source that I think is comparable to that water, that would bring the quality. Although knowing Dominica water is on a higher caliber, what I did was to find something as close to it as possible, so that way when people drink my product, they can actually taste the difference. So then, once we build the market, or we build the demand around the brand that I created, then we could take that demand and take it to Dominica, where we get the real source. And we can then not only manufacture the water, but we have a lot of exotic fruits and other exotic, veggies and things like that the rest of the world has never been introduced to. Flavors that the international market has no idea about. What if we could, cultivate those down there and then mass produce it and bring it out there on the international market? Is something I believe would be a game changer.
I believe so too. In fact, that has been has been the topic of many radio programs recently. Not just water, but the fact that we should manufacture a lot of the raw materials here that is still in its organic, natural state. And if we were to bring that on the international market, we would not even have enough to sell, And when I hear people talk about Dominica like that, one song comes to mind all the time, that we ourselves should guard our nation. So that song, that folk song that always plays around the independence time especially, but it's played at other times of the year, that line always stays with me. Pakita pa Dominic Hodnu. Pakita pa Dominic Hodnu. I just never forget it because of that,
Yeah, that's what's up. That is very, very good that you remember that, because this is really, what it is. Dominica, I believe, is our own as Dominicans, and we should do whatever we can to, bring Dominica into the front. And too many years now, our products, our water just go into waste. A lot of kids out there go to school, they get their education, they have no employment because we're not really able to provide jobs and things like that for them. So the whole movement is to be able to bring back work where we could probably, get factories and cultivate the land, where now people know if they grow X amount of fruits, they have somewhere where they can bring it, they can immediately make their money. So that would encourage them to make more, and kind of bring back our agriculture and things of that nature.
Recently there have been talks about doing agriculture on a large scale. There was this summit or meeting in Guyana where our Prime Minister attended and other leaders in the Caribbean. CAREUPP is really bent on making agriculture a main focus in the coming years, starting from this year. Why? Because the import bill of the Caribbean is really high. So they're trying their best to bring down that bill and to have more people plant and produce the food that we all consume. So you're on the right track. Hopefully you can expand some more in the near future, and that the Caribbean and the world can benefit from Dominica's riches.
Absolutely. I think also part of the problem is the demand. Even if we go and we just cultivate Dominica right now, who do we sell it to? Where does it go? And I think that is part of the problem why a lot of people hasn't taken up the initiative. So this is the reason why
I think people should take up the initiative too, to get a market. It's the same thing. I'm not saying those who are planting it should do it, although it would be nice for them to do that. But that is why we have a tertiary industry. You have tertiary services. There are people who are born for certain things. So whatever field you can fit in, you just do what you have to do.
Absolutely.
And let's all do it for Dominica. We can't all go to the land and plant, or we can't all go to the market to sell, or we can't all produce, but we can each do something.
Absolutely. Each person do their part and remove like one machine.
That's correct.
One line, one machine. And that's how you get the job done. Well, my part, I believe, is to use my position here in the US to start to create the demand. This is why I created the whole brand, because people associate with branding, and when you do quality, anything you create out of that same brand, people tend to want to continue to support. So that is the idea, and that's why I want to thank you, Wise, for being one of the few people that has taken the initiative to help the movement and push us forward, because it's a struggle. A lot of people, until you grow and you really make it big, they don't want to support you. The Caribbean has traditionally has been known for that type of vibe where you don't really get the support you need until you actually blow up. But absolutely, it takes somebody else to give you the support to get you to that point, right? So that's why I want to make sure I give thanks to people like Ron and Mackenzie and Chester Wilkins, and yourself, for actually showing us the support that we need to give us the growth that we're looking for.
I agree with you. Thank you so much for coming in and enlightening us about who you are and what is the mission that you're on for Dominica, a true Dominican patriot. Thank you so much. I just want you to say your name again for the listening public, and the name of your business and what the letters stand for.
So my name is Jeffery Cuffy. I am originally from Kingsville, Roseau. Okay, and the name of the company is Roseau Beverage Company. We are based out of Atlanta, Georgia. Our very first product is called Trap Water. Trap means to rehydrate and prosper, TRAP. And our mission is to hydrate the culture. Okay, any culture, every culture. Also, if anybody listening wants to know where to find us, I'm new in the US. We're actually on Amazon. So you could go on Amazon, you could type in T20 Trap Water, and you will get it. They will ship it to your door in 2 days. Okay, we also have our website, which is t20water.com. You can find us there, and you can find us on Instagram at T20_Trap Water. So that's T20_Trap Water.
All right, very good. Thank you so much, my dear, for calling in. And of course, we'll be hearing more from you. Anything new that you have, feel free to come on the program and talk to us about it. All right, so listeners, yes, we want to wish you a pleasant evening. And listeners, we're soon coming to the end. I was supposed to be out here at 5, and I'm here almost 3 hours later. So I just want to tell you, thank you for staying with me, and do enjoy the rest.
UWise.com.
At uwise.com and uwise Radio, we are one big family spanning the entire universe.
UWise.com. UWise.com.
You are listening to Random Replays on UWise Radio Network. Rewind, replay, repeat at random. Remember, it is best to listen to the live program so that you can participate by interacting with the host and guests. Rewind, replay, repeat.
Hey yo DJ,
Fire, baby.
bring that record back. UWise.com. UWise.com. This track is brought to you by uwise.com. uwise.com.